Short video here on the roof. I put up some plastic fencing secured with PVC pipe and rope using the rebar that's up to hold it. Kind of give it a little bit of privacy, and we started transplanting a lot of the seedlings. As you can see down here, got some cucumbers going there. When they grow up the vine up, they can attach to the green fencing. Got more green fencing going down and around. It's 3 foot high. And then I have going in here, these are the seedlings transplanted, bell peppers, and I got some hot peppers, chili peppers, put a sweet potato in there to grow. Got a bunch of tomato plants going. And over here, after I did a lot of seedling transplants, still got more tomato plants to transplant. I just need to get more pots and stuff. But I did plant some peche, which is kind of like a bok choy. There's tomatoes. This one without any label is red bell pepper, which I dried the seeds from a fresh red bell pepper and planted them to see if it works. This one here is the parsley. That one's all parsley right there. And over here I have daikon, which is Japanese radish. And as you can see, it's the white radish. And the directions say if you plant them deep, they'll grow big and long. So I was like, and if you plant them short, they'll be smaller, and that's fine with me. I prefer something smaller because it'll be easier to use. And in the center, had a carrot. This is the carrot top. Just threw that in there. See if it grows one carrot. If it grows back any. Kind of a little work area on here. Some of the fencing, some of the containers, and more containers off on the side of the roof here. As you can see, I am up on the roof underneath my sunshade that I've put over here, which will help the plants not get too much sun, but get plenty of sun to grow. That's kind of like a work where we store our folding chairs and our 2 big lawn chairs. Just sit and store them up under there, take them down, and we sit up here. We've eaten up here at it. And like I say, there's some things there that I can use for planting. We did a little cleanup up here. Doesn't look the greatest, but got rid of a lot of crap that was accumulating. This table, what I think I'm gonna do is, it's a pretty sturdy table, even though it looks like shit. I'm gonna put the blue barrel up on top. I wanna cut the pipe down at the bottom, attach a hose to it. I'm gonna put the barrel up on top of the table. So this way, when I fill it with water, I'll be able to just use the hose that's at the bottom and let gravity feed it out the barrel. The barrel will be up on this table, gravity feed it down through, and I can just walk around. I can water the plants from the blue barrel. We'll see how that works. That's another project. And so eventually, because we can't do any more construction because of permitting, there's issues with everybody here getting permits and stuff. It's whole nother story. So I've just kind of put this temporary fencing, work the garden area, make it up to a garden, plant some flowers and stuff and put them around up here, and the vegetables, and pretty much use it as a garden to the best we can. I got other things I want to plant too, but that's what we just got started with now. That's nothing too much. Oh, and on this here, with this open area here to get out to the ledge, my canopy that comes over the side door. This blue rope that I put put around this rebar, and I put it down, and as you can see, those plants, that's all squash that's growing up the long piece of wood, and I got a couple other pieces of wood under the canopy with more squash growing there up the fence and up the wood, and we'll see how that turns out. They're growing really well, and so it'll be coming up the rope. It's already started. I'm going to give it a little hand as it grows. Coming up the rope, you know, come across to here, and if it can, it'll start vining out onto the fence. I'm going to probably plant some more stuff. And as you can see too, I've put wood underneath all the pots. That's to help keep them from getting too hot if the roof gets too warm, by letting airflow underneath and not, you know, get heated by the sun too much from the roof. And that's what the sunshade helps too. It makes a huge difference, this sunshade, and keeping the temperature down underneath. I can come up here in the hot part of the day, which is getting to be about now, you know, around noon, 11 noon to 4 o'clock. Gets to be kind of the hot part of the day. And I can sit under there, and I can actually sit there and not feel the heat too much because of the shade. This is our moringa tree. This is a weird tree. It's kind of medicinal, but you can use it like anything, you know, put the leaves in anything. We got it, it was about a 5-foot stick. Basically a 5-foot stick. Just put it in the ground. Didn't do nothing for a long time. And then it started growing. And now it's from, I mean, you can't even see where it is down there on the ground, but it's all the way up here above the first floor up to the second floor, and it's growing strong. We had to fasten it to the stairwell with wire to keep it from falling over, but this is it. I mean, it's, people always come and ask if they can take some branches home, and they use it in soups, and like I said, kind of medicinal. And Lucy's got her plants running down the stairwell on that side. Her plants running down the stairwell on that side.